everybody, it's Alyssa. Welcome back to my channel, and as you can see from the title of today's video, I am doing a guinea pig health vlog. Never done a vlog like this, I don't think, on my channel before, and basically in this video I am just vlogging me doing my health checks on all of my guinea pigs. I'm also going to go through my first aid medical kit, emergency kit that I have for my guinea pigs here, because I have been asked a lot to show what I have inside of there, and this thing is packed full, as you can see. So I have a lot of stuff in here that I have on hand just in case I ever need it for my guinea pigs, and also some of the stuff in here is for my other animals as well. So this video may be really long. I'm going to show you guys how to do nail trims. I'm just going to show you how I do boar cleanings, how I keep my skinny pig all nice and pristine, because skinny pigs do need a little bit different care when it comes to their skin. And basically overall, I'm just going to show you guys how I do my overall health checks. You should be weighing and doing health checks on your guinea pigs weekly if you can, or bi-weekly, but most people and vets recommend weekly, because if you do at least weight checks weekly, you will be able to tell if your guinea pig is losing a significant amount of weight. And if they have been losing a lot of weight in that week time frame, then you know you should probably be taking them to their vet, because sometimes guinea pigs do not show any illnesses outwardly and they're all on the inside, and you never really know until you take them to the vet. So it's always important to do health checks and weight checks on your guinea pigs. I do weigh my guinea pigs weekly, but I do like full look over, like health check exams like I'm doing today, once a month, sometimes twice a month, and then I do boar cleanings and nail trims once a month, because that's when I've noticed that my pigs need it. So that is the routine that I do. Everybody has different routines and they do things differently. I'm gonna show you what I do, and hopefully this is entertaining and helpful. You'll kind of be able to meet my guinea pigs today as well. So you guys will kind of get a little meet my pets in this vlog, but I am planning on filming a meet my pets video very soon, so stay tuned for that. I will be doing a video kind of showing all of my pets to you guys. But today is kind of a meet my guinea pigs. You'll get to see all of their names and what they look like and all of that fun stuff. So before I get started showing you what is in my medical kit, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the pigs so you guys can see them. I spent 3 hours this morning deep cleaning the entire pet room, so the whole pet room is clean. Very happy. I'm doing laundry and I'm really on top of my game today, so I'm gonna show you what the enclosures look like. All right, I'm standing at the door of the pet room, so I'm just gonna show you all of the pigs real fast. So I cleaned their cages this morning, so everyone is doing really well. So here are my boys, still trying to keep the theme with using the colors that match the color of the coroplast. So I've been doing pretty well with that. Here is the floor. This is where my bunny lives, and as you guys can see, the little apartment that I built for her lasted approximately like 3 days. Yeah, she's just been like chewing and playing with the boxes under there. Here is my herds cage. 2 of them are over there in their piggy bunk beds. Sabrina's in the tunnel, and then Kijo is the one running around. Hello! Hi, Kevin. Hi. This is my handsome boy, Kevin. He loves being pet. And here is Zero, my bunny. She just got vaccinated, her first RHDV2 vaccine yesterday or 2 days ago. She's doing really good, so she's getting her next vaccine in 3 weeks, and then I'll be able to get her a friend. She came out to say hi to you guys. The vet said that she was the best looking and personality bunny that he has seen in months, which made me feel really good. She was really well behaved. The only time she fought was just getting out of the carrier, because she was scared getting out of the carrier. But with the vaccine and the nail trim and everything that they were doing, she didn't even move. She was such a good bunny. So I'm very proud of her. And over here is my other boys, Mocha and Latte. They are eating some hay. And then I have 2 girls over here. Sorry, the lighting's really bad because I have this big window. That's Pumpkin, and Spice just ran and hid in there because she doesn't really like being interacted with. So they're all of the pigs, but I'm gonna show them individually while we do the health checks for the day. The lighting is absolutely terrible in here, so I'm sorry. This is gonna be the quietest room to show you guys the medical kit. So I'm just gonna quickly go through my medical kit and kind of explain what each thing is for. And hopefully it'll give some of you guys ideas of what you can add to your emergency kit. Not all of these things are necessarily for emergencies. It's always nice to have one big kit together just in case of an emergency. You can literally just grab this and you'll have everything on hand rather than running around trying to find every little thing that you need. All right, so let's get started. This is really heavy. So the first thing I have at the top here is my weight scale. So this is actually just a kitchen scale that I got off of Amazon. Just make sure that you get any type of scale that measures in grams, because grams is the easiest way to weigh guinea pigs. and it's the easiest way to see whether they've gained or lost weight. So make sure you get a weight scale that does measure in grams, and then I have this little bowl that goes on top of it that I set the pigs in so they feel comfortable on top of the scale, because it's almost impossible to get them to just stand on this like plate. Easier to put them in a little bowl, so I have that in there. Then I have some coconut oil here at the top of my kit. I use this for many different reasons, as you can see. Coconut oil is a great lube when you want to do boar cleanings, and it's also really good to coat skinny pigs' skin, because skinny pigs obviously don't have hair, so their skin can get really dry. And if it gets dry, coconut oil is a great way to moisturize their skin. Then I have a bag right here full of some grooming supplies for my pigs. So I only have one long-haired pig. She's a Peruvian, and right now her hair is pretty short because the previous owner cut her hair pretty short. But once her hair starts getting longer, I will have to do more like hair cutting and stuff. But for right now, I just have a couple of different brushes in here. This was given to me by Sabrina's old owners, so I don't really know if I'm gonna use this toothbrush, but I just put it in there just in case. So I have these different types of brushes. This comb right here is the absolute best comb ever. I don't remember what it's called, but it's from Small Pet Select, and it has this rubber right here that gets the second coat on bunnies, cats, guinea pigs. It's a really great comb. I have all these different brushes. You always need to brush your long-haired pigs because you don't want their hair to get matted. I have this little razor that cuts hair. I think I broke it though. It won't turn on anymore, so I'm gonna have to buy another one. I have like 5 pairs of nail clippers. These are cat nail clippers. These are the best ones to use for guinea pigs because they are small, because guinea pigs' nails are extremely small. You can literally get nail clippers like this at the dollar store. They're super cheap. And then I have a pair of hair cutting scissors to cut hair if I need to cut it. So that was my bag of grooming stuff. Next, I have a bag full of just like sanitary, I guess that's the right word to use. I have Q-tips, cotton pads, and disposable gloves in there. I like to wear gloves when I do boar cleanings just because I don't like to touch the goop. It's just one of those like texture things that I cannot stand touching. And I also need to get some cotton rounds. I do find that cotton rounds or cotton pads are a lot better than cotton balls, but I only have cotton balls for right now. So those are good for boar cleanings, just cleaning cuts or anything in general, cleaning the ears. But you do have to be careful with Q-tips and cleaning ears because you want to make sure you don't go too deep. Then I have kind of a random bag right here, and I also have a box of antifungal cream. This can be used to treat ringworm. If you ever see any of your guinea pigs with ringworm, this antifungal cream works the best. It's just athlete foot's cream. But if you've noticed that you've been using this cream every single day, and after a couple of weeks the ringworm is still there or getting worse, definitely take your guinea pig to the vet because sometimes some pigs need oral medication rather than a cream. Then in here I have Neosporin, so triple antibiotic ointment. Make sure to never put this where a guinea pig can actually eat it, but if it's an area where the guinea pig can't reach it, like I've put this on a couple little cuts where like the guinea pig had it on like their nose or like their lip. I've put a little bit on there and it's never been an issue. I have Quick Stop, which I guess could have been put in the grooming bag, but this is septic powder, and this is used to stop bleeding. If you accidentally cut your guinea pig's nails too short, this can stop the bleeding. You can also use cornstarch. And this actually right here is for my rats. This is amoxicillin, so that has nothing to do with guinea pigs. Then I have some ivermectin. So if you don't know what ivermectin is, it is a medication paste. There's also injectables that you can use that helps treat mites and internal parasites in guinea pigs. You should give a dose of ivermectin every like 3 to 4 months. And I have the paste, and like I said, it's specifically for horses, so you do not give this whole thing. That will literally kill a guinea pig in like 5 minutes. I will show you guys later because I'm planning on doing a dose for all of my pigs. You just take a pea-sized amount and you just put it in their mouth. If you have the injectable version, all you need to do, you don't need to inject it with a needle. You just take a little like dot of it and you put it behind their ear with no needle, and you rub it into their ear, and you can treat them that way with the injectable, but I only have the paste right now. So that is what I have. Then I have a bag right here full of guinea pig milk formula. And the only reason I have this is because many of you guys know my foster pigs were pregnant and they gave birth, and the males are already back at the rescue. I do still have the female babies, but I bought this just in case there was ever an emergency with the babies and they were like rejected from the mother or anything. So I bought this Wombaroo guinea pig milk replacer, and then I have like the bottles and the nipples for them just in case that was ever needed. It's really nice to have on hand when you're a foster because you never really know what type of pigs you're going to take in. Then I have a huge bag, huge bag, and there's actually hay all over it, full of syringes. Syringes are one of the most important things that you would need to give guinea pigs any type of medication. So I have a bunch of 1 milliliter syringes. Those are my favorite because they're small. And then I have some bigger ones down at the bottom. All right, now getting into shampoos, I have some Myconazole shampoo. This is antifungal shampoo. If you notice that your pigs have ringworm, it's always good to shampoo them and let this soak for 5 to 10 minutes and then rinse it off and dry them and then use the cream. This helps soothe their damaged skin. It helps them prevent it from getting it in the future, and it's just a really good, safe shampoo to use. I also have baby shampoo. I've never actually used this. I read online that it was safe, but somebody actually gave this to me, like one of the owners when I adopted, I think Sabrina, I don't remember, but I haven't used it yet, but that's another type of shampoo that I have. Then I have saline solution. You can just get this in like the eye contact area of any type of pharmacy. This is really good to use to clean out wounds, cuts. It's also good to clean out their eyes, their ears. Saline solution is good for cleaning pretty much anything, and it's pretty cheap. I mean, it's not very expensive at all. It just says saline solution. And another thing I have in here is hydrogen peroxide. A lot of people get weird about hydrogen peroxide. I don't really know why. Don't use hydrogen peroxide as like a full cleaning agent, like every single time you're cleaning a guinea pig's cut. You definitely should not be using hydrogen peroxide every single time, because if you use hydrogen peroxide too much, it actually makes it where the cut will not heal as fast as it normally would. But I have used hydrogen peroxide to test guinea pig pee, because if a guinea pig does have blood in their urine, the hydrogen peroxide reacts to blood and it'll bubble up and it'll fizz, and you'll be able to tell if your pig has blood in their urine. And also, I have had pigs that have a bloody cut, and the hydrogen peroxide does clean out the cut first, and I just use the hydrogen peroxide to clean the cut, and then I use the saline solution, and that's it. Don't use it again. But I do have it in here because hydrogen peroxide does work to clean out infection. I have 2 bags of critical care. Critical care is super important if you ever have a pig that stops eating. That is very bad. Guinea pigs always need to be eating so they don't go into GI stasis. So having as much critical care on hand as you can have is the most important thing ever. You just mix it with some water and you syringe feed this critical care. It's basically Timothy hay and a bunch of other nutrients mashed together in a powder, and it will help get your guinea pig's gut moving. You could also use it for bunnies, chinchillas, turtles, and iguanas. Then back here I have the Oakhurst Guinea Pig Handbook. So as many of you guys know, I am a foster for the Oakhurst Guinea Pig Rescue, and they have a handbook that is like absolutely amazing. It's so descriptive. It tells you like all the information about all the different veggies and fruits that you can buy. And in the back there's these weight logs that I'm gonna start using. I've been putting their weights just like in my phone, but now I'm gonna start writing it down in this book, so that's why I have them in here. All right, I have 2 more things to show you in my emergency kit, and then we're just gonna get into doing the health checks on all the pigs. So next I have these urinalysis test strips. These are really nice to have on hand to test and see if your guinea pig has a urinary tract infection. I bought these because I was concerned that Sabrina had a urinary tract infection. I did like 3 different test strips of her urine. I put her in like a tub until she peed, and when she peed in the tub, I took a syringe, pulled up her pee, and then put her pee on the test strip. And it told me she did not have a urinary tract infection, but her pee was so dark, it literally looked like Coke. So I did take her to the vet anyways, and the vet told me she didn't have a urinary tract infection and she didn't have urinary stones, but she does have urine that is full of crystals. So this was really nice to have because it did tell me whether she had a urinary tract infection or not, but it's always still important to go to the vet if you're concerned. And then lastly, I have a pack of baby wipes. It is always really good to have baby wipes on hand to do bum baths, because you're not supposed to bathe your guinea pig hardly ever. Guinea pigs should only be bathed like once or twice a year. It's really bad for their skin and really stressful for them if you bathe them all the time. So instead of giving them full baths or bum baths, you can use unscented baby wipes. These are just the Pampers Sensitive Skin unscented ones. and they have worked really, really good with my pigs. So I really, really like these. I just bought a big pack of them on Amazon. All right, so that was my emergency kit. I keep everything in this hefty, it's the brand Hefty storage container. I was given this by, I think, Kevin's owner. I don't know. It was given to me when I adopted one of my pigs, and it fits everything really, really nicely. But any type of storage container or bag, emergency bag, would work great to hold all of your stuff. So I am going to set up my bathroom counter up here, and I'm going to show you how I do the health checks on all of my guinea pigs. So the first pig that I am going to grab is my skinny pig, Noodle. He's the only skinny pig I have. And I'm going to show you what I do to keep my skinny pig's skin looking smooth and luscious. So the first thing I did was just grab a pee pad that I had, and it's going to go across this whole counter. But first I have the weight scale ready to just immediately do his weight. And then we're going to do his nails, and then we're going to do the full-on weight check. So I just wrote Noodle's name here in the weight check book, and I'm just going to write his weight in grams after I weigh it. I have my quick stop ready, and I have my nail clippers ready to clip his nails. So let me go get Noodle. Okay, this is my skinny pig. His name is Noodle. He's still a baby, so I'm going to go ahead and weigh him. So I'm going to turn the weight scale on. I have it turned to grams. I'm going to put him in there. See how much he weighs. 750 grams. All right, so I'm just gonna put that over to the side now. Now we're going to start doing his nails, and as you can see, he's shaking, he's pretty nervous. So I'm gonna put gloves on, like I said, because also I don't really want to hurt his skin, and I also just don't like touching the bore area without gloves on because the texture is weird. Gonna move the weight scale over for later. And then we're just gonna do like a quick exam on him real fast. I'm not gonna let him run away, but I will let him explore a little bit. I did bring some Oxbow treats, which all of my pigs really like, so I can kind of distract him a little bit. So I'm just looking at him, looking at his skin, making sure everything looks okay. Skinny pigs don't typically like to be touched very much because their skin is very sensitive and they do get scratched very easily, so you need to make sure that you keep their nails very, very short because they could accidentally scratch themselves just scratching themselves for a second. So he looks pretty good. His back end does have some poop residue, so we're going to be cleaning that off. And also the outside of his ears look a little bit dirty. So we're going to take some Q-tips and we're going to clean that a little bit. Not a lot though. So I'm gonna let him eat this treat while I just get everything. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of saline solution on a Q-tip, and I'm not going to stick the Q-tip inside of his eardrum or anything. I'm literally just cleaning the outside, just the part that I can see. And he's probably gonna fight a little bit, but I'm just getting all that dirt off the outside that I see. He's closing his eyes. Just because we don't want it to get all caked up in there, and the reason I put the saline solution is because it just kind of lubes it up a little bit, but I'm not sticking the Q-tip inside of his eardrum at all. Do not ever do that. That is very unsafe. You could puncture something that you didn't mean to puncture. Now I'm just doing this one. He's being very, very good. So it was just a little bit of dirt, as you guys can see. Not a lot, because I do this pretty often, but skinny pigs tend to have more ear gunk buildup, just like teddy guinea pigs do. There are some breeds that have and are prone to ear gunk buildup. So outerly, his eyes look okay. If the white of their eyes ever look super red, or they have green pus coming out of their eyes, or one of their eyes are closed and they're not using any of their eyes, that's a health concern. Take them to the vet. But outwardly, he looks good. He does need his nails trimmed a bit because they are looking a little sharp. And then we're gonna rub his back with some coconut oil and let it soak for a little bit, and then we're gonna wipe it off just with a paper towel. He's done with his little treat. Whoa, okay, so be careful when they're on a counter. Obviously, make sure that they can't fly off. He is a bit feral sometimes, but I don't know if you can see that back end right there is pretty dirty. So we are going to use some coconut oil to kind of rub it out and clean it up a little bit. But I'm gonna lift him up just very carefully Everything else looks pretty okay. I am going to check his bore area as well and do a bore cleaning if it's needed. So I have my coconut oil here. I'm just going to take a little bit on my fingers like this, and then I just kind of like rub it together to let it melt in between my fingers, and it'll become more of a liquid. And then I'm just going to rub it back there and just rub it on his skin. Skinny pigs need this pretty frequently. I wouldn't do it too much though, because if you do too much coconut oil, then you can clog their pores and that could be really bad for them. So I would just do this whenever you notice that they have really, really dry skin. His is actually not too bad. This is only the second time I've ever needed to add coconut oil. And I'm just going to keep rubbing it in. This is really, really good for their skin. Just like coconut oil is really good for your skin and hair, it is really good for skinny pigs as well. You may notice that there is some dirt coming off after you rub him with the coconut oil. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a wet cloth and kind of wipe him down afterwards, because I read online that using baby wipes on skinny pigs is not that good for their skin. I'm not too sure about that. Let me know what you guys think about that down below. I'm just gonna wipe him down a bit, get off that dirt. So you can see, that was on his back. Like that's how dirty his back was. You can give baths to skinny pigs, but not very often because it can dry out their skin. So I think probably next month I will be doing a full bath on him. But for right now, he's just got a little bit of gunk on him, and that's about it. All right, so normally I actually would have done his nail trim first, but I kind of got distracted with myself. So I'm just going to do his nails real fast. I do nails pretty quickly, but I'm gonna push them up against myself and just cut these back ones real fast. That's the fastest way I've been able to cut guinea pig's nails. Okay, so his nails didn't really need it too badly. So now we're going to do a bore cleaning. Well, we're gonna see if he needs it. So to see if a pig, male pig, needs a bore cleaning, this is what you do. So you kind of push them up against your body, make sure they always have back and butt support. And what you're gonna do is you're going to push out their penis, and you can see here, it's pretty dirty. He definitely needs a bore cleaning. So we're going to clean all of that. So we're going to take some more coconut oil, and this is what you could use for any pig. And we're going to coat this whole area, and it does smell pretty bad when you do bore cleaning, just to let you know. We're gonna take a Q-tip, and he may fight you a bit on it, but you're just going to clean in between the little pockets that they have. And I'm showing you with Noodle because he's naked, so you're really able to see what I'm doing. Male guinea pigs have this like little pocket, and that's what you need to stick the Q-tip in. You need to clean in there. And the coconut oil lubes it up where everything comes out and it doesn't hurt him. Okay, now it's clean. All right, and Noodle is all done with his checkup. He did very well. He did a lot better now than he did last time. Q-tip is extremely disgusting because he actually needed a pretty deep bore cleaning. So now I'm gonna go get Beans. All right, this is my other male. He lives with Noodle. This is Beans. As you can see, he's a little mad at me, but we're gonna get his weight now. He weighs 814. So I'm gonna go ahead and do his nails. Beans is a very good pig. He normally doesn't really do much. So I'm just gonna let him have a treat for a second before I do his bore cleaning. I'm just gonna look at his ears and everything while he's eating the treat. That's normally what I do while they're eating the treat. I'll just like look inside of their ears to see if they need to be cleaned. And they don't. His eyes look good. His body looks good. His nails just need a little bit of trimming. And I'm gonna see if he needs a bore cleaning. I did one pretty recently, but I'm gonna see if he needs one again. He looks so cute. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, I didn't do it on camera, but I'll do it for Beans. I did give Noodle a little pea-sized amount of ivermectin. I forgot to film it because Noodle was getting irritated, but I'll show you how I did it with Beans. All of my pigs do pretty well with it, but I know some pigs do hate the taste of it. But I'll show you what I do to get it in their mouth, but I'm gonna let him finish his treat. Okay, he does not need a bore cleaning. I just checked and he is looking all clean and good down there. So I'm just gonna give him his ivermectin and then we're gonna move on to my next pair of boys. As you can see, just a little pea-sized amount. And then what I do is I kind of push their body near me so they can't like run away. And I open their mouth if they let me. And then I just kind of slide it into their mouth with my finger really fast and then they just eat it. So since it's a small amount, it doesn't really affect them at all. So Mr. Beans is all done with his check, and now let me go get coffee or Chip. All right, this is the newest addition to the family. If you guys watch my recent adoption vlog, this is Chip. He's already huge. He's not going to need a board cleaning because he's a baby. Babies don't really need board cleanings, but I am gonna go ahead and weigh him. 605 grams. He literally just looks like a black blob. You can't even see his eyes. All right, so I'm just gonna check his nails. He is a baby, so I don't think he'll even really need a nail trim. They're not long, but they are sharp, so I'm just going to tip all of them. If anybody here has baby guinea pigs, then you know that baby guinea pigs' nails are not long, but they are sharp and they can cut the crap out of you. So I just trimmed the little ones that were sharp, but here he is. And I'm gonna give him a little dose of ivermectin and his health check will be done. His ears look good, his coat looks good, bore area looks great. All right, let me go get coffee. All right, this is Coffee. As you can see, he is my cranky old man and he hates being held. So we're gonna go as fast as possible with him if we can, but he fights it all the way. So 980. I'm going to see if I can make him happy with an oxbow treat. Here. Here. See, when he's mad, you know, normally he won't even eat a treat. Like, he just wants to go. He's definitely my crankiest pig. He has the most behavior issues. Him and Kijo are my two pigs that have the most behavior issues. He's only bit me a couple times and it was like the first couple of weeks that I had him, but if he's mad, he will bite me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and trim his nails real fast and do everything just so we can get on with it. So I'm gonna do that off camera. All right, now we have Mocha. This is the first piggy I ever got. My little chunky man. He's so, okay. He doesn't want that. Oh my God. I can't even see what he weighs because he's so fat that he's covering up the, there we go. 1,055. I couldn't even see. All right, now I'm just going to trim his nails and do his board cleaning and everything. And then I'll weigh Mocha and then we'll do Kevin, the last boy, and then we'll do all the girls. I do all the boys first because if the boys smell the girls, they're gonna get all riled up. So I always do all the boys first and then I'll do all the girls last. So I'm gonna do this off camera. Okay, here's Mocha. 945 grams. All right, guys, and then we have the mascot of the channel, Kevin. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and weigh him. I think he weighs the most out of all my pigs. I don't remember though. I'm starting not to fit in these bowls anymore. 1,260. 1,260 is how much he weighs. So he definitely weighs the most. So I'm gonna trim his nails now. Now I'm gonna check his bore area. Clean. And Kevin is all done. He's so mad. He's never fought me like this before. I think he's in a bad mood. All right, now we're at the girls. I have Pumpkin in here. I'm gonna do Pumpkin and Spice next. Pumpkin and Spice are normally really, really good. All right, so let's weigh Miss Pumpkin. She's pretty chunky too. 1,165. She weighs quite a bit. And now with females, you don't have to do any type of board cleanings, obviously, because, okay, Zero's like throwing stuff outside the door, so ignore her. But girls, you don't have to clean the girls area like you do with boys. But when you do a full health check on a female guinea pig, always check the area and just make sure that it's not bloody, or make sure that their nipples are not crusty, because crusty nipples is a sign of ovarian issues. So make sure to always check the vulva area and the nipples when you are doing your little health check on your females, because that is just as important as doing bore cleanings. Just gonna give her her dose of ivermectin, and then we're gonna go get Spice, and then we're gonna finish with the girls of the herd and we'll be all done. All right, so while I was doing the full glance over, I realized that her butt was super, super dirty because my girls really, really like to sit in their hay piles. So she does get a bum wipe with a baby wipe to clean her back end. And this is a lot less stressful than doing like a full bath. So I'm just cleaning her butt real fast, getting all that grease off with this baby wipe. And that'll help keep her butt clean. Just make sure to always put support on their backs and their butts while you're doing this. She's literally just like sitting in my hand this is not painful for her in any way. She's probably just annoyed, but. All right, and there we go. Now her butt's clean and she's really mad. All right, then we have Spice. She just pooped in the bowl. She weighs 1,043. She weighs quite a big amount as well. So now I'm just going to trim her nails and do everything, and then I'll show the babies. Okay, I have Sabrina here, so we're gonna weigh her. Like I said, I did take her to the vet about 2 weeks ago because of her urinary issues that she was having, and she's been doing a lot better, and I'm gonna show you what I've been doing with her to help her. She weighs 700. So that may not sound like a lot, but if you're new here, she's a new pig of mine. And she weighed like 630 when I first got her, and she now weighs 700. So she's slowly putting on some weight and she's doing really, really well. She's not gonna be getting any ivermectin today because she already got some when I brought her home. Her nails don't need to be cut either, but I am going to brush her because she is a Peruvian. So I'm just gonna set her down right here and give her a treat and see if she wants to eat it. And I'm just gonna get out my bag of grooming supplies and I am going to brush her. So I already actually do this every day anyway, or every other day. Since her hair is not super, super long, she doesn't need too much grooming right now, but long-haired pigs need to be brushed very frequently. So I'm just going to brush her hair today. Looks like that's all that it needs. I am going to try to grow her hair out because I want her hair to be long because she's a Peruvian. And also, I am going to be giving her a cranberry juice mixture today. So to help prevent UTIs and help crystals go away, you can give diluted, unsweetened cranberry juice. So that is what I have been doing with her. I've been diluting a little bit of cranberry juice with some water and feeding it to her with a syringe, and her pee has gotten so much better. It doesn't look like Coke anymore. It looks so much better than it did before. So we're going to do that as well. As you can see, I just put a little bit of the unsweetened cranberry juice in there, and then I'm gonna dilute it some water. And this is completely safe for guinea pigs. Some people use it as a prevention to UTIs. You can give a little bit every week, and it also gives them a little bit of vitamin C as well. So let me see if she's interested in maybe drinking some. I don't know. I'll probably just do the syringe like I've been doing. This is what it looks like. It's just like red in the tube. So this is what I've been doing every other couple of days. She's not a huge fan of it, but she does pretty well. So what I do is I just open her mouth a little bit with the syringe, and then I just stick some in, but it does make like a huge mess. So that's why I try to do it on like a pee pad. She just drinks it, but it does like stain everything because it's red. But I don't think she likes the taste of it. So I feel like most guinea pigs would just keep trying to drink from it, but she doesn't really like it. So. But this has helped her pee tremendously. My camera died, so I'm gonna use my phone now for the rest of this video. But I just gave this whole syringe to her, and that's a good amount to do every couple of days for her. So yeah, she's been doing so good on it. It is a little sticky and it is a little messy, but I just cleaned her up down here. It does stain her a little bit, but afterwards I just give her a good combing. So I try to do it very gently because it does have the rubber on it, so it does pull out all of that extra coat. They normally sit pretty well for it. She does yelp occasionally if it like catches a knot that she's not a fan of, but her hair has already gotten so much longer since I have gotten her, as you guys can tell. It actually kind of like comes out a little bit more than it did before. I'm gonna like put her this way so you guys can see. But her hair actually kind of like goes out now like a Peruvian, like it's supposed to, which I'm really, really happy about. I'm not gonna trim it yet. So I'm just gonna finish brushing her, and then I'm going to do Salem in Kijo. All right, time to do Salem. Baby Salem here, the mascot of my business, even though she absolutely hates me. 926, she has gotten so big. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and trim her nails, and then I am going to just do like a full check over to make sure that she looks okay, and then I'll go get Kijo if I can. Kijo is probably the meanest out of all of my pigs, and it's really hard to get her out of the cage. So I'm gonna try my best to get her out, but she really fights me. All right, after fighting her for 10 minutes to try to get out of the cage, we have Kijo. 1,036. So she weighs over 1,000 now. It's my little demon woman. She's really not that bad once she's out of the cage, but you really have to fight her for other things. So I'm just gonna go ahead and trim her nails, give her her ivermectin, and put her back in the cage. All right, guys, so we are officially done. I'm exhausted. It's currently 5 p.m. and I started everything at 12, so I've been cleaning and doing all these health checks and everything. So I'm about to go take a shower and relax for the day. But that is kind of an idea of what I do every single month. I do the weight checks every week or every 2 weeks if I forget to do it for a week. I do what you guys just saw every single month. Minus grooming Sabrina, I brush her like every other day, but every single pig has different responsibilities. So depending on the breed of the pig that you have, Peruvians need to be groomed and brushed every day, while Americans don't. Skinny pigs need to have coconut oil baths and stuff like that. So every single breed has something different that you need to do with them. So make sure you research the guinea pig breed that you have to make sure there's not any specific health conditions that you need to be worried about. For example, teddy guinea pigs are very prone to ear gunk buildup. So always make sure that you're checking your guinea pig's ears because sometimes that's something that people forget to check. But I hope this video was entertaining, informational. I don't know, I just want to do a little vlog showing you guys kind of what I have for my emergency kit and also what I do for my pigs. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of fun. I'm not going to show the foster pigs in this video because I didn't realize how long it would take me to film this, but I will be weighing the foster pigs off camera later tonight after I take a shower and everything. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I also do have my Patreon in the description box. You get early access content, pictures, videos. I have kind of a fun pet thing that's already up on my Patreon. If you want to go check that out, it's kind of a spoiler for future content. And my Instagram will be down below as well, and I keep you guys updated on future uploads on there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.